crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taking you to 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
God, 2. Let's go. 6 guys.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, Clifford. Leave it. Bring up 48.
On third down, Cousins looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Carson. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Touch 50, touch 50.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
14.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On second down, this is Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Land 50.
Third down and 2.
Check, hot route, hot. SOS.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. This is Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 15.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Right there, 54 miles. You got nothing left. You got nothing.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Wilson. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Let's go.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run it with Madison. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a give to Madison running right, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun. Slam.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
First. Safety's creeping.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Seahawks.
Here's Carson. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Got it. Good job right there.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, Cal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
36 power. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Bring out. Bam.
Wilson throwing again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to look deep for more. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting it into jeopardy right now.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back near the goal line, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's caught. Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Again, Wilson being checked. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Cousins on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 22. Check 25.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Cousins now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%. But he does have a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Going on the ground with Madison. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Yellow.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Go. Cook right.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for one. He's got a man. Complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. On 1st down, this is Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, 1st down, Seahawks.
0-0-0.
1st down, Seattle.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.